Like someone who was interrupted in the middle of a very successful plan.
Mother.
I understand you were worried, but I told you I missed Reverie, had plans for it, and did not want to be pursued. My other feelings are none of your concern. For a while, I intended to return to Reverie to make amends, to ask them to forgive me. When I was cast out, I felt like I had lost everything, and that never quite faded away. But right now, Reverie needs to be saved. MK has tightened its hold on Reverie. I'm worried about Glory. And yes, I did want to be reunited with Chaos. That, I acknowledge, may sound silly to you, but it isn't to me. I'm not asking you to understand or even to respect it. You have questions, of course, and I expect you've received some information you hardly know how to handle. I will explain in greater detail, but I ask that you don't interrupt me for the time being. Shortly before I was made to leave Reverie, MK managed to locate an access point to Reverie. At the time, I had no clue how they had done it. Glory didn't see an issue. Quite the contrary, in fact. She had brought so much progress to humanity, she thought the two worlds merging was the natural next step. So, she began to help them. Glory acted as the most potent influencing tool you can imagine. She made people want more, always more. She predicted the future and swayed their dreams. I already hated MK. They were turning Athena into some kind of grotesque amusement park. It was all about expensive products, new technologies, influence, and appearances. They raised the cost of everything, while their employees struggled to survive on minimum wage. And now, they own half of Athena. They have direct control of entertainment and advertisements, so we are under their thumb. People give them money, labor, opportunity. All MK offers in return is an illusion. Monoconcern sells them a dream at an impossible price. That they can one day reach the life they aspire to, a life filled with leisure and success. A life where they will be wanted. A life with meaning and purpose. But in reality, this success is only to be enjoyed by a few. The rest of us are condemned to inadequacy. Condemned to work and push forward, only to realize we'll never be enough. Never reach the dream dangling like a carrot on a stick, because it does not exist. And now MK cannot be stopped. I know they corrupted Glory. And while Glory is in power, people cannot outgrow that dream. Aspirations send dreams to people. They inspire goals. People won't stop yearning for more while Glory reigns. And now, she is little more than MK's puppet.
The other aspirations are worried about Glory. They can't reach her at all.
They're right to worry. I don't know what MK's modified egregor is doing to her, but she's likely not in good shape. No matter what you'll do next, Polyhymnia, I must warn you, I aim to continue with my plan. I want Glory deposed, and I want MK out of Reverie.
I understand. I'd have been gutted to be cut out of Reverie. I mean, it's much more fun here, and Ursula loved us. But she didn't think about us. We starved without an oracle to bring us egregor. And no egregor means we're half the aspirations we used to be, Sprout. It sucks, though. I feel sorry for her.
Do you think I have no self-awareness? I know I was selfish. But I felt like I had lost everything. I didn't think I'd refuse to let go of my ties to Reverie, but I did.
Be careful with her, Harmony. Your mother is a human playing God. She and Chaos threaten the very balance of Reverie. And now look at us. Uneven. Discordant. I forgive Chaos for imprisoning me. It is their nature. But to see how little our former oracle has changed, it saddens me.
Truth is certainly hoping you don't turn out to be a copy of your mother.
You may think your mother is selfish, Harmony, but her intentions are noble. She wants the best for all of our futures. I don't think I've ever met an oracle so keen on helping Reverie and Brittle. Your mother wanted us all to work together for the greater good. But her long-term vision required short-term sacrifices.
Bond was always very dear to my heart. I am glad to hear even an echo of his voice again.
You probably don't care whether or not we forgive you. But I do. I do forgive you. Even if you don't deserve it.
I do care. At least my time at MK HQ gave me an idea of what to do next. I'm not ready to share it yet. We'll discuss it tomorrow. After what you did, I'm certain MK knows we're onto them. Get ready, Polyhymnia. You probably won't need to keep your secrets much longer. We're going to need all the help we can muster. You've changed. You've become an adult, a grown woman. You saw on the Augural that the conversation could go this way, and you chose this path. You chose to challenge me. I'm quite impressed. You've set foot on a cosmic path, but you've only just begun. And now you know you have an enemy to face to preserve Reverie and Brittle. How you accomplish this is up to you alone. I have my own ideas about how to proceed. I'd like us to work together. But again, that's up to you.
Listen, I don't have long. What happened at the ruins? It's causing a stir. A big one.
MK's going to strike back? If so, we're ready.
No, Polly, you don't understand. They're out for blood. For real.
Do they know about our connection?
I don't think so. I managed to delete our last conversation, and they don't have any reason to suspect me. MK wasn't always like this. They're a huge corp, but they had systems in place to protect civilians.
What's changed then? Because look around. Look at what's happening. People have good reason to hate them.
A few years ago, they started pouring a ton of money and energy into the Oxian ruins, like they were steering the ship in a new direction. And MK's a big ship. You can't turn it around in one night. They call it Project Loom. Okay, not the reaction I was expecting. Did you know about this?
I might have had an inkling. Don't ask. Seriously.
Well, whatever you did down there in the temple, it's messed with their plans. I needed to warn you now because I can't be seen here. I can't see you. Not for now. I need to lie low for a while, but I'll try to do as much as I can to help you all from where I am.
Thank you, Yana. It means a lot. My mother was right. Glory and MK are working together. I don't have all the details, but it can't be a coincidence. Whatever's happening to my island is because of Glory.
Has anyone got a camel handy? I just found this lovely straw.
She must be found and listened to before we do anything that cannot be undone. We have no idea what is happening in her sanctuary.
She may be a prisoner, or she could be manipulating people from beyond Reverie.
Sounds like someone needs to break into that little sanctuary of hers.
Don't be stupid. That's impossible.
Power, I want to hear your plan. If you have one.
I always have one. We need to face our enemy and protect Glory. Hurting her would be a grave mistake.
Bliss?
Ooh, I don't know. Honestly, Glory has made some pretty terrible decisions in the past. She's the whole reason we're in this mess. Can we help her? I mean, really? What if it all goes wrong and you get hurt? You're our best chance of finding a way out of this in ages.
Something on your mind?
I do not believe Glory is responsible. Perhaps she was, at first. But there is almost a parasitic relationship between her and Monoconcern. There is a barrier around her sanctuary that would stop even the Oracle from entering. She is unable to think clearly or act properly. Sometimes, to save someone, you must go against their will.
No, we can't. We can't hurt Glory.
There are ways to sever the link between Glory and this company. That is how we will solve the situation.
Hark at you lot! So scared! Not a single one of you wants to bang the drums of war, do you? Whatever's coming, it's coming in hot and fast. All this prattle solves nothing.
I need time to think this through.
Well, when you feel like actually doing something, do let me know.
I'll be back.
Is everything all right? You seem...
Yana came by. They say MK's out for blood. Their words.
And strong words they are. I think perhaps it's time. No more secrets. No more hiding. Are you comfortable sharing everything? Here. Now. We have something we need to discuss today.
I know that's a lot to take in, and I'm sorry I hid it all from some of you. But there's an emergency. One of the aspirations, Glory, is trapped. We need to save her. We don't have all the facts, but we think MK's been using her powers to look into the future. All possible futures. And to grow strong. Rich. They had all the power in the world. And they chose greed. Suffering. We need to move on them. The company and the aspiration are linked. One way or another.
With enough energy, enough egregor, we can blast our way into Glory's sanctuary, for want of a better term. I will admit the prescients may be affected by this release of energy. Needless to say, it will be a very delicate operation, and it will require organization.
Whatever's going on in your head, whatever happened in the ruins, I don't believe a word of this. Let's imagine the last hour wasn't everyone losing their collective mind. Let's say you're right, and everything you've told us is true. What exactly are we going to do?
From what I've gathered, the prescients collect and attract a certain type of energy. We want to change where the energy is directed. It might be difficult, since they've been trained to do it a certain way, again and again.
What do you mean, difficult? Will it hurt them?
Potentially.
So, you can't make an omelette without breaking a few eggs, huh? Sacrifice the few for the many, blah, blah, blah.
No, we're going to act. All of us, together.
We need everybody's help.
My investigation is ready to go live. If we push it out today, we could change the way this island sees MK.
That would undoubtedly make a difference. But will it be enough? It's still playing by their rules. I've done that many, many times. It's time for something different. Something riskier, and... I'm sorry. My intention wasn't to make you uncomfortable. I
need a minute.
How are you feeling?
I've been grappling with this knowledge my entire life, you know. And today, for the first time, it felt good to have someone on my side. Not just knowing, but acting. but I regret the way I spoke to Jade. She's done so much for this community, and I respect her work. It's just that I don't want to influence you. I don't want to influence anybody.
I'll have a chat with them. Don't wander off, okay? It's a lot, yeah?
I don't know, Polly. Reverie, aspirations, a guy called Bond. Yes, it's a lot. Not as much as your mother's unhinged plan, though.
Cold. Frozen, even. She's drained from all this, and now she has seen the crossroads ahead. I admire her loyalty to her own beliefs.
What you've done with your investigation is incredible. Seriously.
But
No but. For real.
your mother's going to hurt people. People from the community. Friends. She's using MK's own tactics against them. That goes against everything I believe in. Everything. MK's been hurting people for their own gain. They've bribed every official on this island to keep it quiet. It has to end. And it won't if we have to become them to stop them. If you back your mother's plan, I'm out. I can't do it, Polly. I just can't.
I understand. I do. Truly. This whole ordeal has been like turning a mirror on my own convictions. I have to pick a side.
You always have to pick a side, Polly. Always. And I've picked mine.
Hey. Ready to talk?
Talk. That's what we're gonna do after all that. Talk.
Her mind's blown. Well and truly blown. Can't exactly blame her, can you? If I found out there was another world beyond Brittle and Reverie, well, my mind would probably be blown too.
Yeah. That was a proper coming-of-age scene back there. Even for me. I'm so tired, Nora. Not as much as Jade, maybe. But I am tired. I just want to crawl under a blanket and sleep forever.
But you can't.
No. I can't. Because the stakes are too high for that.
And it's all true.
Every single word. Reverie, the aspirations, Polly the Oracle.
And Ursula knew? All this time?
Looks like it.
So you lied to me? Both of you?
No. We couldn't just blurt it all out. to anyone. It wasn't the right time.
And when would the right time have been? After Ursula killed herself? What if something happened to you at MKHQ?
Nora, I didn't think about... You're right. Of course you are.
I know we've been apart for a while, but I'm still me. I wish you'd known. You could trust me.
I'm sorry.
I know. It's just... It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Using the prescience is a mistake. I'm with Jade on that. Because she's standing up for what's right, but also because I can feel something inside me. You know that MK job I told you about? That was connected to that feeling.
Prescience?
I don't know. I don't know what that would even feel like. I'm scared, Paul.
It's okay. I am too. Hey.
Quite the family meeting.
Not your average tete-a-tete, no. How's it all sitting with you?
Strangely. I'm not surprised, I don't think. Appeased, maybe. Your mother and I have always been very truthful with each other. She has her life, and I have mine. This explains a lot. Still stings, though.
For the record, I'm sorry I couldn't say anything. I wanted to. You have no idea how much I wanted to.
Oh no, it's not your fault. It's foolish, really. Just... a whole side to your mother I never knew. I was watching her face while you were laying everything out. There was a joy there. A sparkle in her eyes I haven't seen since... Well... Made me a little sad, is all. That I can't be part of it. That side of her.
Oh, Laszlo.
Now comes the hard part, of course. I can't help but think Jade has the right of it. Her investigation is the push this community needs. It'll open people's eyes, get things going.
But... you're going to follow Ursula?
I've known your mother longer than I've known almost anyone. Every time I've seen her like this, with this much determination, she was right. Every single time. I can't say I understand everything that's going on. Dimensions, otherworldly beings, oracles. But I know MK has ground this island to dust. If Ursula says she knows how to fix that, well, I trust her. I love her. Look at me. I should be the one asking after you. All of this seems like a lot, Polly.
It is, but I'm getting the hang of it. It's all a bit mind-blowing. The whole shaping the fate of the world thing is daunting. But it's like trying to picture winning the lottery, you know? Impossible to actually comprehend. I'm just going to keep on doing what I'm doing. Trusting those around me and make the best choices I can.
I know you'll do us proud. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to have a chat with your mother. Make the best choice I can.
Split between love and his own morality.
True.
Not an envious position, but he bears it well. You are lucky to have someone like him, Harmony. His kind are all too rare these days.
Did you get all of that?
Every single word. Amazing! It's all true, Polly. Everything the Oxyons believed in.
I've noticed.
It's like waking up and being told all of your imaginary friends are real. Her words, your stories, they're connected to so much Oxyon writing. But all of that is for later. Right now, well, I guess you have a choice ahead of you. Oracle.
I don't feel much like an oracle. All I see are bits and pieces. Potential footpaths, not roads.
That's more than the rest of us. And it's going to be crucial for what's ahead. But more importantly, how are you?
Relieved. Keeping it all from everyone was rough.
But you had to. Of course you had to. And I'm happy you thought to include me as a confidant.
Oh, Ma. I know you're new around here, but you're a part of this. And I'm happy to have you here. So, I need to know where you're at. Which way you're leaning with all this.
Yes. Monoconcern. Aspirations. This glory. MK is a poison. Or the consequence of a poison. The unchecked capitalism that it embodies is a death knell. Exponential growth is a myth. Eventually someone will feel the strain, and it won't be the executives. They have to be stopped. They must be stopped. First it was Athena. Now they've set their sights on the world. I have every respect for Jade and her work. She's brilliant, in a way. But we can't play by their rules. We've tried, and it does not work. To change the system, we need to destroy it. Ursula's plan is the most direct path to that end.
But my mother's idea is risky. People could get hurt. People could die.
We're talking about a revolution, Polly. And all revolutions have a price. Sometimes it's paid in suffering.
He speaks his mind, and the truth.
You agree with him?
We stand on the cusp of a new era. Cohesion, connection, community. Sometimes the simplest methods are the best ones. It looks like we agree, Harmony.
Two plans. Two completely opposing views.
Nothing good can come of this mess, Harmony. Nothing.
I've been chosen to make decisions, one way or another, in my world or yours.
If you take a side, this gathering of friends and family can only break further.
We can't afford to stand still. MK's getting ready to move against us, and Glory is trapped, or at the very least, under their influence.
So, what will you do?
I'll pick a side. Jade? Jade, I think we need to go with Ursula's plan.
You were right after all. Anger alone solves nothing. What matters is finding ways of dismantling the systems holding us down. That said, don't you dare let those people get hurt. Understood?
Prescience. I'll do everything I can to protect them.
Come on.
Well, I know the situation is complicated, but Jade's right. We can't use the Prescient's lives as if they're worth nothing.
I know.
I'm not saying you don't. I'm simply stating we need to be extra careful. These are people we're talking about, not tools.
I know.
To get this done, but please, Sprout. You've got to protect this lot the best you can.
Omar's right. We need to make sure we're able to protect the Prescients.
I feel bad for Jade. I do. And you're right. We need to make sure the Prescients are protected. You and I should work on the ritual. Prepare ourselves for when Polyhymnia... Polly is ready.
We can set you up in a room, temporarily, if that's all right with everyone.
I hope Polly realizes that.
Realizes what?
So you weren't listening. We were discussing your role while we're preparing the ritual.
Sorry. I was thinking about... Never mind. Go on.
The Prescients are like a giant antenna. We need them so we can channel enough egregor into Reverie.
And you'll work with Chaos to turn all that energy into an explosive of sorts. A crude metaphor, but it will do for now. You will use this explosive to gain entry to Glory's sanctuary.
Hey. Is there anything you wanted to say earlier?
I don't know, Polly. To be honest, I'm torn.
Torn?
I don't want to sound ungrateful. I'm very proud of how you're handling this whole thing. But I worry about you. And it's difficult to see the family divided. And that's not even mentioning this plan, which... I barely know what to make of it. You remember what I told you about my past?
You were a nurse, right? Before MK privatized the health system?
Before that, even. How I got here.
A dictatorship? War? Revolution?
Right. I was 6 years old when I arrived on Atina with my family, fleeing that mess. I understand the idea of necessary losses, sacrifices made for a greater cause. But now, there are too many unknowns. Too many innocent people like my Nora and Jade. I don't want their blood on my hands.
I get it. You don't have to beat yourself up. I understand. Ursula's plan is kind of shitty. So, what do you want to do?
I don't want to risk my granddaughter, not even for Ursula. I'm sorry, Polly.
Don't be. It'll be all right.
But all this responsibility. You came here to help me and Nora when we needed it most, and now... Well, I can't help but feel we're abandoning you.
Hey, you're not. It's okay. Go find Nora.
Ursula will understand. She might not like it, but she'll understand.
She will.
Just keep an eye on her, okay? You know how she gets.
His absence weakens your position. A position that was shaky to begin with.
Yeah, I don't know about this, Sprout. Kinda like the vibes Jade was giving off.
I've made my decision. For better or worse.